Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this 02.14.2024. Current time is 0603 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. Here this morning, Wednesday morning, hump day, Valentine's Day, and who am I? I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, as well as Fireman Rich at Fireman Rich over there on X/Twitter, Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook. It's the real Fireman Rich. I post on one that's pretty much consistent across the board. But we're getting our day started with a positive start to the day. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And again, I always say it's not going to be the morning coffee show if you don't have the good old cup of coffee here. And it's tasting pretty good. Yeah, I just got up about 30 minutes ago. So I've been hustling here, getting this set up as far as the thing. And what are you doing, Jackie Jack? I thought you were laying down. You're up and about? I sort of slept in a little bit. And as far as that goes, and everybody else was up before me, so yeah, sleeping in for me is at 5:30, I guess. And actually I had woken up at about 4:30. I was thinking about getting up there. I said, no, let me lay back down, and it ended up being another hour or so. But it is hump day, halfway through the week, working towards the weekend, as I like to say, and I hope everybody had a great day yesterday. I had a good day yesterday. Very good day yesterday for Tuesday. Tuesday was a good day. As far as that goes, we didn't go out and about. We went out and about Wednesday. The missus and I, we went out to lunch at the Beer Tree, one of our favorite places there. And then we ended up going to BJ's, the wholesale box store there that opened up. And we got some things there. And it was a little bit more relaxed going there the second time. We were there 2 weeks ago. It was just after they opened up, and when we went there after lunch, and it just seemed, we had lunch. It's 11:30. It's about 12 o'clock. It was late into it. I think we're better off going to the BJ's first and then go to lunch. And the lunch was very enjoyable. I had the fish sandwich, and what did the missus have? The missus had the chicken sandwich, and we changed it up this time where we had the burger. Chicken sandwich was good, and fish sandwich was good. Burger was better. Burger by far is so. But next time we go there, and it's not going to be 2 weeks. It's going to be like in a month or two, probably maybe 2 months. We just had this a gift certificate from a family member there that we were able to go there twice, and we ended up purchasing some. What's the name of that beer?
Morning Brew.
Oh, that's right, Morning Brew. They had the Morning Brew in the crawler, well, they could get it in the crawlers, but they had it in the big tall cans. They sell in the 4-pack. Hey, Tony, salute to you, sir, Tony D. And the missus says good morning right out of the gate there. It's salute, hashtag positive start today, and good morning to the missus. And glad to have you here, sir. As always, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster, as far as that goes. There's Tony D. He's a great guy. Who doesn't like Tony, right? Tony. No, I've known Tony since I could say, yeah, he's we've known each other for a couple of years now. I think. Well, it's coming up on a couple of years, well over a year and a half there. And Tony with the big good morning in the chat. There we go. He says good morning. But pretty much. Oh, is it 3? Yeah, I was gonna say 3 years. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because Haps wasn't around. I first mentioned it. You're right. Tony's right. It's been 3 years. So you're an old time online friend, and like I said, I really appreciate the service that you do. He's a brother veteran. He turns wrenches. I call it. I nickname it. He turns the wrench on an aircraft. He's an aircraft mechanic, and he's very skilled in what he does because he works on some very high performance aircraft. and I appreciate that. I know exactly what he does, and I'm pretty sure he knows exactly what I do too. So, as far as in the Air Force and stuff like that. So, and that's always good to have a brother airman, as far as that goes, and stuff. So I really enjoy that. I really, we have a good friendship. Tony is a great guy. Tony is, I'm around the time I started connecting with everyone up there around this time. Yeah, that's true. 3 years. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you know what? It's been about it was three. Because I remember first getting on Haps the summer before, and it was just a newsie, and then they changed something. It was like a December time frame 3 years ago, and that the influx of people just came in. I remember. So it's been, wow, 3 years. Jeez, we're surviving, aren't we? I think we're doing a lot better. Yeah, I got in Haps in December 2020. Yeah, I think I was the same, Tony. I was the same. As far as I knew about Haps. I had the app. I think it was the beginning of 2000, January 2020. It's still a newsy thing, and I'm thinking, I don't know. And then they did a change to the current format. Well, the current format they had 3 years ago when you started and stuff. And I think I came on about the same time, as far as going full bore with it, as far as broadcasting every day, and then eventually the morning coffee Twitch broadcasts evolved out of that, because I really didn't do that. I was on Blab before that, and that was just a hangout place, just to have fun, chill out with the guys. I did a few broadcast shows, gaming, mostly gaming, but but I was still doing the audio, and so the audio and the live stream broadcasting combined to where this is a result of it right here on Twitch, and it's good to go down memory lane and stuff. So glad to have you here, Tony. I hope you have a good start to your day, and but we. I had a good day yesterday, and I did the second broadcast. I broadcast yesterday morning after I got all the chores done. We took a walk, took my shower and stuff, had breakfast. Hey, real Ted Hicks is here. Good morning, sir. Did someone mention Taps TV? Happy anniversary, Rich and Tony. Okay, and here's another one. Tony, I haven't seen you, Ted. You've been. Hey, are you home? Because I know you guys got a lot of snow down there. We didn't get any. We didn't get. What's that? Yeah, Mrs. loves it. We didn't get any, Ted. Ted, the real Ted Hicks is in the house. We haven't seen you in a while there, man. We haven't seen. He's Ted Hicks is the proprietor and the host of Late Night Parents, which we haven't seen in 3 weeks there, bud. We know you've been busy as far as that goes. There he goes. She kills me. Yeah, the missus does. Yeah. So we were supposed to have a big snow yesterday, and we were supposed to get like anywhere from up to 3, 4, 6 to 6 inches yesterday, but we didn't. It was all south. New York City got slammed. I guess it's they got like 3, 4 inches, and it closed that place down. So down there, and I'm sure Long Island got a mess load of snow, as far as that goes. So. And we got an ad in a minute and a half. So we hope you are doing well, Ted. I know you are a very busy man. You sort of alluded, not specifics, but let's see. Ted says, yes, we'll be back hopefully this Thursday. It was only 4 inches of snow. Okay. Did you go into the city, or did you, well, 4 inches, the train sort of still ran, I would imagine. So, but we got 4 inches up here, and that's like nothing. It's just we had a nice walk. It's currently 24 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to negative. We'll swing into the weather here. Seeing we're talking about the weather. What's it equate to? Negative 4 degrees. It's still winter, so that's okay. But the day is just fantastic. Yesterday, and a walk is like a early spring. Ads, yeah. I thought, isn't Ted a let me check something. Yeah, Ted, you shouldn't get it. Ted, are you seeing the ads? You shouldn't see the ads. You're a VIP. You're not seeing the ads? I'm still confused about this ad bit. And thank you, Tony, for the graphics here. But it was just really really nice. Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl, is here. Okay, no ads. Tina, good morning. Okay, so Ted shouldn't see the ads. I don't know how he's seeing the ads. I got him as a VIP. And there's Ted. Okay, he's saying hi. But we had a very good walk yesterday. And Tina, how you doing? Did you get any snow, Tina, yesterday? We got zero. I mean, it was just clear and crisp yesterday as far as on the morning walk. And we really enjoyed it. But it's currently 24 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, and we have possible snow showers. It's going to probably come from the lake effect this morning. Bright sunshine, sunlight, sunshine later, high at 31. So it's going to be a cold day today. Winds, it's going to be even colder, 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it's going to be, it'll probably be in the high 20s. Chance of snow is 50%. What's up with that? Very little, but afternoon sun was out. Okay, so that melted it all. Let me check the Doppler. Let me see this. If we get snow, it's going to probably become. What are the winds at? The winds, they're coming out of the. You going to lay down, Jackie Jack? Let's see. Yeah, the winds 10 to 20. So. Out of the northwest, so that means we'll get the lake effect. Thank you for the Tony. Don't start doing that, buddy. Okay. Thank you for the. I think those are cheers or whatever. 100 cheers or bits or whatever. I don't know. Let me check. I don't know. I'm supposed to get something that rings or dings or something like that. What is that? Party 100. Okay. The channel points. I'm not sure. Thank you, Tony. You're in a good mood, it must be. Back to work today, on site. Oh, okay, you're on site. So, all right, Ted Hicks is on site. We got. All right, Tony. Are those bits? You better not be giving me bits again, buddy. No. Tina, I had to have my little dog. Oh, I'm sorry. He was 11 and was in a diabetic coma. Vet couldn't revive him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want to hear it, damn it. But I don't need it. No. I'm sorry to hear that, Tina. Yeah, my condolences. Also, Tony says his condolences and the same thing. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Lady Leg. Lady Leg 01, good morning. And yeah, that's a hard decision. So he's up there with my Max now. Is it a female or a male dog, Tina? And Helen says good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Oh, male. Okay, yeah, he's up there playing with Max now. Max is up there. Okay, so they're playing together, I can say. Yeah, God bless them. You know, we miss them and stuff like that. And you know, and Calvin, the wild ass cat that just passed away here. Well, what's about almost 6 months ago? He's up there too. I always go in the backyard and he's out there playing with Max and our two old cats. I just pretend that they're out there and they're playing around and you know they're still with me. They're in my heart. You know they're you never lose them and stuff like that. But we have a full chat today. Thank you very much for all in the chat here, for those people watching on the Rumble and YouTube replay. We have an active chat and stuff like that. So I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to the people that are in the chat, and I've known these people for a number of years. They're great. They take a little bit of their time to spend it with this knucklehead. And Tony's throwing, I think, what is called bits. You know, was it? If that's like $4 or $5, but man, I'll find out. I guess I just I'm not in this for the frickin' the dollar signs or the counts. I mean, I'm this has been this this is a very successful broadcast already, and we're only 17 minutes, 18 minutes into the broadcast because of the people that are in the chat. They're watching this knucklehead and stuff, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel very good. There's good people in this on this blue marble that we all live on. But let me see. Let me see the radar. Well, actually, I can bring it up. Let me bring it up here. As far as let's check the radar on the Doppler. Let's see. Let me bring up the weather here real quick. I'll put that back on the hourly, and we will go ahead and present it. Yeah, we're getting lake effect snow, so it's coming off of the lakes and the Finger Lakes and the Great Lakes, as far as that goes. So let me see. Let's check the weather here as far as that goes. Now that we're talking about it, let's push it, push it, push it, push it, push it to the broadcast. There we go. There's New York. There's the New York weather. That's what we're seeing right now. We're getting some snow flurries as far as that goes. And let me just, I gotta move over here. Here we go. Does that go right there? Yeah, let's go right there. Okay. So there is New York. You can see we got some snow flurries. We go down to Jersey. There's Jersey. It's clean as a bell. And down there in the city, as we zoom in, got a little bit of snow going on out towards Smithtown, in between Smithtown and Holbrook and Isbic, right in the middle there. And we need spring in about 3.5 more weeks there. Push it real good. Yeah, lady. Yeah, there you go. You're on that line again. Okay. Yeah. See, when I bring it up, it what does it say on the Twitch guest stars? It says remove. Let's see. Let me see. Remove. Oh, show. It doesn't say. Oh, it used to say push. Now it says show. Maybe they changed it because of what Helen said. They're keeping it clean, I guess. It's a song. Yes, I know it's a. Yes, it is a song. But it also, yeah. Thank you for clarifying that, Helen. You got me laughing here. Jeez. Helen. Let's see. I was singing this. Okay, yeah. I think. Sublimely, I think I was singing it too. As I didn't realize, I forgot that was a song there and stuff. That's funny. But there's New York. Let's go down Georgia way. Tony had some rain. Let's see. Down in Georgia, you can see it's clear. Okay. Clear down there in Georgia. And let's go across the pond to Scotland. Ooh, we got some weather in Scotland there, Helen. Oh, look at that. She's there in Edinburgh. You got rain clouds all around. Look at that. We're in Scotland right here. There's the weather. It's pissing it down here. I like the way she says it. We say raining cats and dogs. She says it's pissing, right? Oh, but there we go. As we clear on, it's over on the other side of the bay there in Edinburgh. So, but it's probably, you got rain clouds in the area. So there's our weather map on the world stage here as far as that goes. But go back to the States here. There's the United States. The sun will be rising this morning at 7:05, which is in 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 minutes. The sun will be rising, and the 7:05 a.m. the sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting at 5:37 p.m. as far as that goes. Let's see. Tina to Real Ted Hicks. Good morning to Ted from Tina. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. We have in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:22 a.m. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay, clicked it. 1:22 a.m. in Honolulu, Hawaii. Clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, 4:22 a.m. Clear skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, at 5:23 a.m. it is clear skies, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, where we just looked, it's clear skies down there, but they say it's cloudy, so they probably have some cloudy overcast that's not being picked up by the Doppler. No rain though. Down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony is at, we have 36 degrees Fahrenheit, 64 for the high, 36 for the low. So you're at the low, you're just going to be going up. 64, that's a good temperature. Clear skies right now. They're in Warner Robins, Georgia. As far as that goes, across the pond in Cork, Ireland at 11:23 a.m. it is cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, it is 12:23 p.m. Sunny skies in Milan, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, sunny skies there in Kuala Lumpur. That's always good. 7:24 p.m. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Tokyo, Japan, let's go to Tokyo. What's going on in Tokyo? Let's go across the Pacific. Let's see, Tokyo looks like it's clear. Got a little rain down there off Okinawa. Where's Okinawa? Okinawa should be down here. Got some rain down there off of the Japanese coast in the Pacific. For the most part, they got a little weather down in Australia there, where we're going to go next. Down there in Melbourne, Australia. Let's see, there's Melbourne down there. Melbourne looks like it's clear in there. It's but they've got some cloudy skies and clearing, partial clouding and clearing. 61 degrees. And over in Sydney, they've got cloudy skies. It looks like they even got a little rain going on there in Sydney, as far as that goes. So in Australia, Sydney, Australia, 10:25 p.m. in their late evening, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. As we come back here, as we traveled around the world, that worked out pretty good. We traveled around the world, and we're back here in New York. There we go. Very good. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that traveler. I have to remember using that a little more often and stuff like that. So, we do have a thought for the day, and I know, Helen, this is not one of your favorite persons, so I'm just looking at the thought and stuff like that, okay? I know there's some issues with this individual, especially during World War II. But there's a lot of Americans that really respect this guy, I guess. But they don't know the real story, which Helen does. So, but it is a good quote as far as, let's see, and I don't know if it applies to him, because he has a sketchy past there, especially during World War II, what he knew during World War II, what he didn't tell his ally, the United States, as the Prime Minister, and that was Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill is the person we have a quote in our thought for the day. Let's see, where's Winston Churchill's bio here? Let's see. He was a Prime Minister, as far as that goes. Statesman, soldier, writer, and twice served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 45 during the Second World War, and again from 1951 to 55, which that's quite a span there as far as that goes. Apart from 2 years between 1922 and 1925, he was a member of the Parliament, an MP. I guess that's what the MP means. And from 1900 to 1964, and represented 5 constituencies. He was an economic libertarianism and imperialist. He was, for the most of his career, a member of the Conservative Party, which, as far as that goes. So his quote and our thought for the day: the price of greatness is responsibility. I don't think he took responsibility for some of the things that, there's a couple things. When I watch World War II history, there's a couple things he did that the United States was not too happy with. And that was not telling us the little side deal he had with the Soviet Union as far as Russia divvying up Greece and the Balkans and stuff like that area. That didn't go over too well. And then there's some other things, I guess, as far as on the home front. Yeah, he was shady. That's right. Yeah, we talked about this before, but it was a good quote. I don't know. The quote, as far as it pertains to other people, I think it's true that you look at people of greatness, they take responsibility for their actions, and that's part of being great. You take responsibility, and on a smaller scale, you look at it this past weekend during the Super Bowl. Let's see, Helen says. To put it mildly, but okay, we'll just keep it mildly. We went through that all. I just want to make that footnote because I agree with you. He was, even our president at that time, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. There's some things that comes out about these guys. They're supposed to be great, bigger than light, and then you find out the real truth. And that could be done on a smaller scale. If you look at the Super Bowl, that we had a no excuse. No excuses. I got way to be. Yeah. Okay. But during the Super Bowl, there was a little blowout by a particular tight end that I wasn't too particularly happy with because he's done that before. And this is the Super Bowl. This is the world stage of football, basically. Okay, everybody's watching, and you're bumping in and you're yelling. And they blew it off. Both of them, Andy Reid, he said, he's just being, if they would have lost, that would have been a whole different story. That individual didn't take responsibility of his action. He sort of laughed it off. I don't like that. There was a quarterback did the same thing, but, when they're winning, everything's good. But when the shit hits the fan and everything's going bad, and you saw that in the first half and stuff. Helen says there are some people who never take responsibility or accountability for anything. Horrible trait, and yes, that's true, Helen, and Tina agrees. So I wasn't too happy with that portion. I mean, as far as that individual, that tight end and stuff like that, they won. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. But the thing of it is, that action is long lasting. Especially, the individual's supposed to be a great tight end. Well, that's always in the back of my head. It's just like we had some baseball stars. They were really great up there, hit the home runs and stuff like that. We find out they're shooting up, they're juicing themselves up so they have that capability. That's not greatness, and as far as that goes. And first-time chatter, Mar. Hello from Germany. Hey, welcome, Mar from Germany, 1991. Glad to have you here. First-time chatter. Glad to have you here. We're just a casual morning broadcast talk here, and hope everything's well in Germany. I've been through the country of Germany many years ago when I was stationed in Italy. I'm in upstate New York in the United States here. I was stationed in northern Italy, so I traveled up through Austria into Germany. So beautiful country, Germany. Little Guten Tag, yeah. And Tina saying hi to Mar, 1991. Glad to have you here, Mar. As far as in the morning broadcast. So there are. So the price of greatness is responsibility, and if you don't take responsibility, you're not going to be great. So the tight end, this Sunday broadcast, okay, he's hooked up with a big time singer. Okay, I don't really listen to her music that much. I guess I do hear it on the radio when I do hear it. And that's cool. But that doesn't make you great because you're hooked up with someone. Your actions make you great, and that little action doesn't matter how great you are. That little action of bumping into Andy Reid and yelling in his face when he's trying to work the game, that's uncalled for. Germany was okay. It was great. Was there a big difference? You'd be surprised. You come to upstate New York, you almost feel like you're. Well, the thing about Germany, it was densely packed. I was over there just after. I was stationed in Italy when the Berlin Wall came down, and it was shortly after the Berlin Wall came down. I traveled up to Germany to visit my sister. I was in the Air Force. My sister was stationed up there in Augsburg, Germany. So I went to the Augsburg Zoo. Great zoo in Augsburg. I remember that well because it was really a nice and so you felt the freedom. And yes, exactly. We're driving up, and when we went through Austria. Austria, beautiful place. Austria. I still remember it to this day. It's a great place driving up through. And then when we got into Germany, you could see the people that came over from East Germany. They were people. We stopped at a rest stop, and that was a very busy time for West Germany to acclimate the fall of the Berlin Wall. So yes, that's a good. I love that. I felt the freedom in the air. Exactly. I like that. That's a great way of putting it. Did you hear that? Remember when we went up to Germany? I'm talking to the missus now, Mar.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw all the refugees and stuff?
After
This
the wall came
this
down.
individual, Mar from Germany, says, "So you felt the freedom in the air." Isn't that a great way of
Yeah.
saying it? That's spot on. I like that. You can stay here, Mar. That's a great saying. You feel the freedom in the air. Oh, I love that. That's cool. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Mar. Greatly appreciate it. Our national day today is it's Valentine's Day, basically. I don't know. It's Valentine's Day. Me and the missus don't celebrate. It's also Ash Wednesday for the Catholics. I'm a former Catholic. Tina, it's National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day. And the missus likes that one.
Anything chocolate.
Yeah. National Ferris Wheel Day. And yeah, Tina, I knew you would like that one. National Organ Day. We're gonna stick. Because it's Valentine's. You could pick any one of those days. Ash Wednesday. They have the ashes on the forehead there today. So, and I guess it's the beginning of Lent, which I couldn't understand. Helen says, yes, we should all be at Mass getting our ashes. Yeah, there we go. And then I think it's Lent. It's so many weeks without, you got to give up something. Or no meat or something like that on Fridays. Valentine's Day began as St. Valentine's Day, but it's years since I stepped into, yeah, the same here, Helen. I think the last time I went to church, I was in the service, and I used to go in with my assistant chief on Sundays. When I worked on Sundays, we would go in when I was stationed up at Griffiths. As far as that goes, lapsed Catholic, yeah. I'm a formerly Catholic, raised Catholic, I guess, too. But let's see, February the 14th, first became associated with romantic love during the High Middle Ages as a tradition of courting love was then flourishing. During the 18th century England, this day evolved into the occasion in which lovers express their love to each other, offering, presenting flowers and confectionaries and sending Valentine's cake. Hashtag Valentine's Day. Church is only a building. It's you are here. Yes, exactly, Helen. Yeah, it's just, but churches, it can be an inspiring thing. Some churches. No, the last time I was in church was for my good friend Bernie Goldbach's mother's funeral down in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It was St. Mary's Cathedral. It was great. It was a beautiful church right in downtown Lancaster, and it was a good mass. That was the last time I was in the church. And I went down there on a last minute and surprised him, and I think he appreciated it. And it's always been a very pivotal moment in my online time here, as well as my life, to meet that gentleman. He flew jets in the United States Air Force, and but the church was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was a very good they had mass for his mother, and it was very, very good. We went to lunch afterwards, and I got to spend a few hours before making the 4-hour trip back here to good old Tioga County in upstate New York. So that's the last time I went to church, as far as that goes. But prior to that was right after meeting the missus, I would go to church. I was stationed up at Griffiths. I would go to church with my assistant chief a couple times there. I said, oh, well, let's say, he says, you're a Catholic. He kept on asking, you want to go to church, Rich? I said, yeah, finally. I said, yeah, let's go. Let's go, Pete. I'll go with you and stuff. And it's like, that's good memories, good memories. Yesterday we had the audio podcast, and what did I talk about yesterday? I forgot. We talked about the Super Bowl as far as they had a lot of stats on the Super Bowls. The one thing I got to say, though, I'm not going to go into detail. If you want to listen to that podcast, it's Fireman Rich over on Spotify for Podcasters app, or just go to Spotify and put Fireman Rich. It's audio only. I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It this Thursday, but next Tuesday, the 20th, I do Mixcloud, the radio show. But I ended up talking a little bit about there's going to be some changes coming to the Spotify for Podcasters app. Supposedly you won't be able to record. I think they're going to still have the capability you record it and then you upload it. But they said they're not going to have any editing or recording. And I'm hoping that just pertains to the web, and the app is still a recorder, because I love using the app. But just like anything, it's a change. We've seen changes as far as with the apps that we use, and then finally they implode, such as what we talked about, where me and Tony and I met Helen and Tina, Ted over there on Haps TV. It had changes and then imploded. Such is the case with Spotify for Podcasters app. There's going to be some changes come 1 June. So I got a warning the last couple of days on. I've been working with the app. Yesterday when I fired up the app for the podcast, audio podcast, it had that warning that came up. Come June, you're not going to have these features anymore. So there's some changes going on that realm. And but they did say editing and recording, as far as, and what that recording, I'm hoping, like I said, you can still record on the web page when you're on Spotify for Podcasters app. If they take that away, that's fine. The editing, I never really did editing. I usually, if I have to do any editing, I use Audacity. Audacity, can't beat it. It's a great app and very functional. And that'll probably be the app if I can't record, or if I can't record on the app, but there's still an upload capability, I'll probably use Audacity. And that's what I use for Mixcloud, as far as the radio broadcast that I do, the Tauga radio show on Mixcloud. It's a great application, and if you use it, donate to them. I've been using it for years, and they're a great bunch of guys that keep that going. You can't beat it, and it's simple. What you see is what you get, and I love that as far as it goes. It's not that complicated, and such. So. But we'll use that, and you can use any recording. I could use the recording on the recording device on the phone. Every phone has a recorder on it, and then you can upload it. So I think that's what they're going to go, because I think they want to push the fact that they have this capability, and it's not being utilized that much. Where if you, like this broadcast right here, once I have the video of it, I can upload the video over there on Spotify for Podcasters, and it'll load it up, but it'll just strip out the audio, and this could be a podcast itself. So I could actually use this format to do the audio podcast. I know Glick does his shows, the Glick and Jeff show. And when you're looking back in time, have you ever been in real danger situation? Some of the situations I had, there's been a couple times that I didn't think I was going to make it. And I'm just glad I had the firefighters that I had around me. That if the shit hit the fan, they were able to drag my big ass out of the fire. But we had some close calls. But any situation can be dangerous as a firefighter. I was in the just to give you background, I've been out of the Air Force for about 28 years now. I retired for 20 years. I got out I went active 1977, and I got out in 1997. And I've been gainfully employed. I was employed at IBM for 9 years, and then I went to another. I call it a day job. I don't want to talk. I don't want to mention that company's name as far as that goes. Not that I have a non-disclosure, but I just don't feel comfortable saying about it right now because I've been officially retired as far as I'm 65. I officially retired in March, so that gives you a background right there. Oh, ad break ends. So yeah, there has been some situations, and I look back on them and I knock on wood that I'm grateful and thank God that I'm here as far as that goes. But it was an honor to serve as a United States Air Force Fire Protection Specialist, aircraft rescue firefighting, and we did structural firefighting too. So, and when I got out, we the village I live in, I was a volunteer for 15 years, and then I hung it up 10 years ago. I just like, I don't. They say, oh, you can still do this, still do. No, that's it for me. I'm done. You know, I get more enjoyment doing this now. I really like to. I like talking about it. I still listen. I still listen to the fire calls. I have a scanner radio here that I listen to the radio, the fire calls. So I do listen to them when they do go out. We just had a bad fire the other night across the river. I posted it over there on the Tioga Fire Prevention and Tioga Fire Prevention and Fire Protection blog, the TFPFP blog over there on Blogger. I tweeted it out on the at TFPFP Twitter page. I just threw up what was in the news and stuff. I hadn't put something on that blog in a while, so. But I hope that answers your question there, Mar. Yeah, the situation. Firefighters, it's a whole different. When I first started as a firefighter, it was sort of like one or two dimensional. You had wood, and wood and paper, the occasional car fire with fuel and stuff like that. But then you got all these different materials in the household, like you have wood, and you got carpets of different things, coverings on the chairs. It can be and then you got hazmat, you got very chemicals and stuff like that. So it can be a tricky business as far as that goes. Let's see, that'll be a good one to talk about tomorrow. Penguins. We have our history for the day. Let's see what we got here. We're still holding strong. Let's see, how's our broadcast doing? 60 frames per second, 3329 kbs, and we're doing pretty good as far as that goes. And we have a full house as far as that goes. Okay. Our history on this day. Oh, here's a good one. 129 years ago today, The Importance of Being Earnest, a play by Irish writer Oscar Wilde, debuted in the St. James Theatre of London. It is a factual comedy in which the protagonist uses the age-old theater mechanism of discussing and altering egos to maintain fictitious personas as means of escape from burdensome Victorian society. Okay, so there was Oscar Wilde. I know he is a playwright there, and but that took place there. I guess it was a pretty popular play back in the day. Let's see, back in 1962, as U.S. First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy, what a gal she was, huh? Spent the year restoring the White House with historical furnishings that were missing when she arrived. 80 million people tuned in on television to watch, and my mother was one of them. My mother had the hairdo like Jacqueline Kennedy. She was the trendsetter. She gave the tour featuring her restorations, and changes became widely popular. And she set the standard of what a first lady should be. I really need to put the bin out, but I'm still in agony after falling. Oh, are you still? Just rest up. You got a big thing coming up here as far as that goes. I'm not sure I can tackle this. Yeah, I took my get one of the family members to do that, Helen. Or are you just there by yourself this morning? They're probably off to school. You should have got the kids to do it. Let's see. On this day in 1970, The Who performed at Leeds University in England, and the resulting recording, Live at Leeds, has been cited as the most important live rock album of all time. And the school's dining hall was commemorated with a plaque as a United Kingdom national landmark. There's no one else here right now, and the truck is due. Okay, take your time. Don't be careful, please. That's all we need is Helen say she's in bed. She's chatting in from the hospital. Yeah. Tina says, "Oh, sorry, I did that too. It took me forever to." Yeah. Just be careful, Helen. See, Mar, if you're still here, Mar, it's real world. I've known Helen and Tina there for a number of years here, so they have to be careful. I'm like I said, I'm 65. Okay, so I got to be careful when I do things now. I'm not as young as I used to be. And Mar says to Helen, message here if you are, give us a mess. That's a good idea, Mar. Give us a message back, Helen, when you get back. And Tina to Helen, throw it out the window with the big laughs. Let's see. On this day in 1967, Aretha Franklin recorded the award-winning version of Otis Redding's "Respect." The iconic hit that was rated by Rolling Stone magazine as number 5 of the 500 greatest of all times. Yep, the Respect. You got to have respect. We already had the leads, didn't we? Okay, and on this day in 2005, YouTube. Helen says to Tina, "Yeah, it takes ages. I would have expected to more improve, a little improvement, but don't be careful of taking the garbage out." On this day in 2005, YouTube was launched by 3 former PayPal employees as a video sharing website. It soon became the second largest search engine in the world, and gobbled up by the first one, Google, and the main source of viral videos on the internet websites. Hal streams on X on Wednesdays. Okay, it's 10 minutes to 7. 10 minutes to 7, Tina. So if you go, that's fine. Again, thank you. Tell Hal I said hi. I should venture into him, but right after I get done with this broadcast, I got to get ready to go out for the morning walk with the missus. And by the time I get back, his show is all over with. 34 years ago today, Voyager 1 spacecraft turned around and took pictures of the Earth as it journeyed outside the solar system. It's still going, and they're still talking to it, which produced the iconic pale blue dot image. Having finished its mission, the probe was commanded by NASA to turn its camera around and take one last photograph of Earth across the great expanse of space at the request of astronomer and author Carl Sagan. The phrase "the pale blue dot" was coined by Sagan in his reflections on the photograph's significance, documented it in his 1994 book of the same name. Our home is the smallest pinhole midway up the rightmost band of light in the image. 1990. That's something. And it's still going. It's still talking to us. I freezed? Okay, am I back? It must be. My cameras are doing okay. It might be on your end, Tina. Go ahead and refresh. I'm not showing any. Oh, we're in the red. We dropped in the red, so we are free. We got some problems here. We got some internet problems. Okay. Hey, Thamer, good morning. Am I freezing for you? Did I freeze? You could probably still hear me. Good morning, Thammer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Glad to have you. Hope everything's going good. Let's see. This takes a little bit to catch up, but on the OBS it says we're in the red. We're at 5240 kbs, so we're hitting the red. So we might be dragging a little bit. We'll just pause here for a moment. Yeah, we're in the red. Now we're back in the green. So we did have a little burp. We should be coming up in the green here. We're going from 38 to 58, so we're fluctuating. Okay, we should be back in the green. We're in the green on OBS, and we're back in the green on the thing there. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're clear. Thank you, Thammer. Glad to have you here, Thammer. Good to have you here. Thammer's coming in again from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We're at 2:53 p.m. It's sunny skies and 77 degrees Fahrenheit there in Riyadh. And now, yeah, okay, thank you, Mar. Glad to have you, Mar. Let's see, and what I do, Mar, is also, we're coming up on the 1 hour, the last minute now. Yeah, I see that on the stream manager for Twitch, as far as that goes. And it's okay, it's fine now. Okay, Tina, I'll see you later. I know you got to go. I'm going to take a break here. I'll be right back in about a few minutes here, folks. I got to refresh my coffee, and usually, Mar, right at the 1 hour mark, I take a little break, just a minute or two. I'll be right back. So you guys just sort of hang out, talk among yourselves. I will be right back as far as that goes. And we're back. We are back. Should be back. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna refresh my things here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Let's see. Let's do a refresh on our things here, our toys, as far as that goes. But we are back. Bye, y'all. Okay, Tina. Take care. We'll see you later. Thanks. Ciao to you. Let's see. Bring up. Let's see. And the big screen still has us on. I think that we had a little burp there, from what I see on the broadcast. It fluctuated on the chart here. Yeah, we had a little burp, so we're back up to. Yeah, we're back in the green, as far as that goes. So we're doing pretty good. KBS is 2 or 3, 3,400. Usually it's a little bit higher than 34. At the OBS, it's 36. So there's always a difference of like 200 KBS, as far as that goes, and the like. So let's see. And let's see, we're good to go as far as that goes. Let's see. Let me put it back here on the phone. I use the phone here to monitor the broadcast, but also the chat. And I have another phone that's on just chat only. Okay, we're back there. Okay, so we're back now. Everything fine. No freezing. Thank you, Mar. Let's see. Let's see. Bye. And backing up, Mar says, "Would you fly to the moon if Elon gave you an invitation?" I don't know. That's at this point in my life, I haven't been on an airplane in over 28 years, Mar. So I don't have any desire to get on an airplane, even though my 20 years in the Air Force, I spent 13 of them overseas, and I spent quite extensively that 13 years flying from point A to point B and from point B back to point A again. So I don't know. That would be. I would take one of those, go up into space and then come back down. That they're doing like Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. I would probably try. I would do something like that. I don't know about going up in space myself. I don't think I'd be physically. And the thing of it is, I say that is, it's like I'm thinking there'd be a missed opportunity to be able to do that. I don't know if it. That's space travel is tricky. It can be a dangerous. That's a very we watch it on TV. Oh, look at that! Look at that! No, there's danger every single minute they're on that pad with all that the fuels that they use. They're very volatile, and trying to control that as far as that goes. So maybe like this ocean thing, which explodes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. You go down into the depths of the oceans, and the pressure's down there, and that's one of the things I had an opportunity to do. Mars, I did do a little diving in my younger day, and I went down as far as 60 feet. Did we go? I think maybe we went down 90 feet. We're supposed. My bottom line, because as I was a recreational, you could go down 60. I think one time only, the diver, we went down to 90 feet, and you could feel the pressure on you. Yeah. But bottom time at 90 feet was only about a minute or two. At 60 feet, you could stay down anywhere from 10, depending on how your tanks are configured, because those divers that are diving at really deep depths, they have, I don't know what they put in there. Is it nitrogen? They put a little bit of nitrogen mix in their air tanks, because you got to be careful coming up, especially from the great depths, over 100 feet down. If you come up too quickly, your body can get nitrogen. There's pressure in the ear. Then right, yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, that too. Their ears can pop. Going down, your ears pop. It's just like you're going up in the air and stuff. That's a unique experience. So I got a little knowledge, but would I go into? I don't know. That I would have to think hard. I've never, I don't think, it's good to see that there's opportunity for other people than to go into outer space, and there's other avenues. I think Elon Musk, he's just doing, and there's other people that are doing things, other companies that are doing things. Um, I'm sure there's I know Germany is part of the European um, space agency, and worldwide. Look what Japan did. Even though their slim thing landed upside down, it still landed. It didn't crash. It landed. Maybe later moon travel will be like traveling to another country. It was well, that won't be during our lifetime. That'll be in the next lifetime there for people and stuff. I'm sure it will happen. I mean, it's more realistic to happen now than say 20 years ago. It's just one of those things with physics. We want to do something. We can do this, and we you want to do it, but you don't have the materials, and you don't have the physics. You got to have the physics to be able to do that, and because that's a big endeavor. And big dreams can come true, because Elon eventually wants to populate Mars, which that's even a bigger feat as far as that goes. You gotta to do that. You're gonna have to create factories to make things up there, because you can't import everything. Like they do in Hawaii. Hawaii, everything's imported. You can't import everything up into, maybe to the moon to a certain degree, but if there are gonna be people living on Mars, they got to be building some factories to make some stuff. So that part of that ecosystem as far as economic, survival as far as that goes. So let's see. I still have some history for today. We got the way this work, Mar, because you haven't been here before. I usually spend the first hour going through that bit. That's my standard bit, and then the second hour I just it's sort of freelancing here, and I'm just finishing up on my history there for today, because I get jabbering too much. That's the whole purpose. The whole purpose of this broadcast is for me to have a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTD, and you guys already provided that here in the chat. What's that? Oh, I thought I heard the misses. Let's see. Are there any more good history? Let's see. Let me just go over here. What time in history do you find the most interesting? 20. Well, I like all history. I tune in on world history, or World War II history, Vietnam War history. I like the war history, the forgotten war, the Korean War. My favorite time, though, or the most interesting time for me, and he's my favorite president, and that would be Abraham Lincoln. The way he mitigated the Civil War. That's very interesting when you get into his life, and then especially when the way he, we in school we're given not even little tidbits of history. It's like I really got my history education afterwards when I started reading books on it, and the History Channel, some of the presentations they've had. So Abraham Lincoln, there's zero education about that in Germany. Yeah, it's just the Civil War, because it doesn't pertain to Germany. Germany has, Germany has, well, European as a whole has a rich history too, a very troubling history too. I think every place in the world has trouble, but it's looking at those and making sure we don't repeat history and stuff like that. So to answer your question, it would be right around Abraham Lincoln presidency and the Civil War. That's most interesting, because that was for the United States, that was first technically the most modern war and the most devastating war, because it was brother against brother, and we have to learn from those lessons of that time, and I think we have for the most part. On this date in 1876, inventors Alexander Graham Bell, who is a Scotsman, Helen would say, has said, and Eli Gray applied for separately for patents relating to the telephone. The Supreme Court eventually ruled for Bell the rightful inventor. Okay. 1912, Arizona became the 48th state of the Union as President William Howard Taft signed the proclamation. Would you give Abraham Lincoln a tip if you could travel? No, I think that man would give me advice. He's a very smart man. I don't think I'd have to. There's nothing I would. Abraham Lincoln would be the first. Would be the if I could meet somebody, it would be Abraham Lincoln, and stuff like that. But no, I don't think I could give him any tips. That guy, if you read his life from when he grew up, and what he had, and he had some very troubling times before he became president, and for him to overcome that, to become president and become the great president that saved the United States from being ripped apart, as far as that goes, and he is by far probably behind George Washington. He's the greatest. He was our first president, and even him, he had during the Revolutionary War. Which president was Lincoln? Second? No, he was our 16th president. 1864, I believe he was assassinated. Abraham Lincoln. 16th, yeah. He was our 16th president, yeah. And then he had that bonehead Andrew Jackson that took over as vice president, who was a dumbass. Let's see. Continuing. In 1924, speaking of IBM, I used to work for IBM for 9 years when I got out of the Air Force. It used to be called the Computer Tabulating Recording Company of New York, was formerly renamed International Business Machine Corporations, or IBM. IBM was the birthplace of IBM was here in the Southern Tier in Endicott, New York, and I worked there for 9 years. My father worked for IBM for 30 years, and when I got out of the service, I worked in the manufacturing department there, testing raw circuit boards for IBM and then doing various other things as far as on the manufacturing process in that field at IBM, and it was fun. I loved it. It was great. I thought I was going to stay there until IBM, they did a shift where they got out of manufacturing, and they deal with information now. If Germany didn't start World War II, I would well, that's true. Yeah, as far as history, as far as that goes, Mar. Yeah, I'm just history. We look back. We don't want to repeat those that's been done and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, we will. The right people were at the right time to mitigate that, and mitigate World War II, to make sure that the world was free from bad people, as far as that goes. Let's see. What else do we have here? That's about it for the history, as far as that goes. Aretha Franklin, Today in History. Aretha Franklin recorded Respect. That was a great song, Respect, as far as that goes. And that goes, Respect. Let's see, we don't have any more football, so I can't talk about football until the U.S. United Football League starts here in March 30th. But we did have some basketball. Let's go over the basketball scores. I know Helen doesn't like the sports, but I like basketball. I'm trying to get back into basketball, and usually it's right around the March time frame that I start talking about basketball, because March Madness is the collegiate national championships. And let's see, what do we have here from Wednesday? I'm just checking. Let's see. Tuesday. Yeah, last night the Nets. Oh, how come that's Tuesday? Today's Wednesday. How come they haven't? Let me refresh that. They don't have the updated scores. That's interesting. Okay, there it is. Yeah, the Celtics and Nets played last night. I like the Celtics. I'm a Boston Celtic fan. The Brooklyn Nets. I watched the Super Bowl. I like football. Mar. I think. Are we at an ad break? Okay, we're out of an ad break. Okay. Yeah, I like football. The Super Bowl was okay. It was a good match. I do enjoy football. My team are the Buffalo Bills, New York Giants, and the Jets. I'm a New York fan, even though one of the three teams is the only team that plays in New York. I do like the Boston Celtics though. I do enjoy and I like the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. So I do like sports. Boston Celtics. I like them. I was stationed up there outside Boston at Hanscom Air Force Base when I was in the Air Force, and I became a Boston Celtic fan. It was great. That's back in the days when Larry Bird played for the Celtics. He was fantastic. Celtics beat the Nets last night. I think they play again tonight. I got to see if I can catch some of that game. I went to bed early last night. I was in bed by 8:30. I slept. I was just tired. I think it was all that fresh air I had yesterday. Lakers beat the Pistons, Detroit, and let's see, tonight the Nets are playing the Celtics. Do the Knicks play tonight? No, they're off today. Have you ever been on a match from... Yeah, I've seen the Celtics play in the old Boston Garden up in Boston. I was at Hanscom Air Force Base, which is right outside Boston in Lexington, Concord, and Lincoln townships. The base is right there. It's Air Force Base there. And it was like a 15-minute drive into Boston. So I seen the Celtics play, 3-4 times. And that's back during the Larry Bird era. What is the feeling when you see? Oh, it's you're there. You're there. You're part of the crowd. There's a lot going on. I don't think I'd want to watch it be at a Super Bowl because the Super Bowl, the tickets were $10,000 a pop. That was down in the box seats. Nosebleed seats at the Super Bowl were anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000 a ticket. So I wouldn't pay that much. Back in the day when I went to see the Celtics, I think I paid maybe $30 for a ticket, $40. Now you can't get get in probably for less than 60 plus. Yeah, it's expensive. So that's you got the TV to watch it. I get more enjoyment watching sports on TV because you get there's a lot going on when you watch it live, but TV is just as good because you got the replay and especially if you have some good commentators. Let's see. So that's basketball. What do we have in news? Oh, you're not sitting down with your breakfast yet?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
I keep,
You're working on it?
excuse
Ooh.
me, I keep having thoughts.
Ooh, that was loud. Sorry about that, folks. The missus. It was loud, but I don't think she realized that. Listen, it's a lot louder. This mic amplifies things. No, that's okay. It's all right. It's funny. This is live broadcast. That's the missus. Let's see what's going on in the area here. WNBF. Let's bring up WNBF and see. This is the time when I present things. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, exactly, Mar. Okay, let me see something here. Let's see. I haven't. Is Helen still here? Helen, are you still there? Or are you out in the driveway? Collapsed. I'm just thinking. I'm just seeing the chat, Mar. We're having a conversation here, and I don't see anybody else. I'm just wondering if Helen is still here. She hasn't reported back in. Oh, let's see here. Let's see, WNBF. Let's see what we got here. I'm just checking the local news channels now to see what we have for local news and stuff because I'm just so you know, Mar, I usually go an hour and a half to 2 hours. We're already up to almost an hour and 20 minutes, so I usually like presenting things in the second hour. Let's see, what do we got? I'm just seeing what we have on the docket here, and I'm starting to get a little concerned about Helen. She didn't call. I wonder if she's. Maybe we should. Maybe we should call the Scotland version of 911 in Edinburgh and say, hey, we don't know her address, but we know she lives in Edinburgh. What's that? Let's see. What do I have here? I talked about how we had Ted Clark's. That's a local grocery store closing. We just got word yesterday that we have a hardware store that's right across the border. It's a True Value. They're closing after a number of years. That's sad. Let's see. There's nothing really there. I don't want to talk about Ash Wednesday in New York State. Now let me check. Let me check this other channel. Okay, the missus is joining us. She's having her breakfast. And let's see, WAAL. Let's see. I know one thing we can do. Let's see. We can go and. Well, where is it? More local. Oh, here we go. This is one we can definitely have. We can do 100 years ago today. We'll do this one. I usually do this. We're talking about history. Let's go ahead and do 100 years ago today.
I was not here.
As far as that goes. And present 100 years ago. This is on Fox 40. It's a local station here. And let's show it on the stream. Oh, that's where it says push it. It just says, yes, push screen share. And so push the button. That's what it's saying. Okay, we'll push it and we should have it. Resize this a little bit. And here we are. This is 100 years ago. Not today, but it's 100 years ago as of February 12th, which would be Monday. These things come out on Fox 40 every Monday. What is it? Monday. Let's see. Monday, Wednesday. There'll be one tonight, and I'll present it. What is it? I'll present it Friday. Wednesdays. So this is Mondays. Wednesdays presented Friday, and then Fridays I'll present on Monday. So they're always a day late, but this is 100 years ago on as of this past Monday. So let's see what the news was. Let me restart that. I hit the wrong. I turned the wrong knob. Okay, here we go.
Continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by Zilflaw.
100 years ago today, nearly $1,200,000 will be distributed to about 14,000 employees of the Endicott Johnson Corporation on Wednesday as a bonus under the company's profit-sharing plan for 1923. Broome County supervisors are considering a plan that would have prisoners from the Broome County Jail perform work at the county poor farm. The State Department of Health may have found the source of several recent cases of typhoid fever in Johnson City. They believe that raw water from the Susquehanna River may have flowed into the Johnson City mains and infected the water supply. And finally, a man who was hit by an automobile as he stood by the road in Shenango Forks yesterday is suing the driver of the car. He claims the accident injured his left leg and tore the seat of his pants off. That was the news 100 years ago.
So there we have it. The breaking news 100 years ago as of Monday, this past Monday and stuff. I always get a kick out of that because it seems like as far as that was important news, and they didn't have the quickness and the was it every minute of the hour reporting the news here and stuff like that. So let's see. I don't know. I'm hoping Helen didn't fall, and she hasn't checked back in yet.
Maybe she's got something to do.
Yeah, but she has a bum leg.
Oh, no.
So it's not really. She's still hurting from her fall from the other day and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, so there we have 100 years ago. As far as that goes, let's see. Let me. Let me set this up again. Oh, Aussie Joanna. Hello, Joanna. Hello, and she's coming in from Australia. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you here. And as far as that goes, we're just seeing what's happening locally here. Glad to have you come in, Aussie Joanna from Australia. She is from actually. I like her town. She's in Queensland, is the state that she's in Australia. But her town is was it Moba? Did I say that right? Moba. It's a. I guess it's a back bush. I'm glad to be here. Glad to have you here, Joanne. Thank you. As far as that goes, it's always good to have our good friends from Australia and stuff. It's late night in Australia right now. What's the time over there again? I said it was 10 o'clock. It's pushing. Oh, it's pushing midnight. It's 11:26 over there in Melbourne and Sydney that I see on my thing. So you're finishing up your day for sure. What are you doing up so late? You can't sleep? Let's see. We got Fox 40. Toowoomba. Okay. It sounds like something from from Australia. 10:26 here. Oh, it's 10:26. Okay. I guess my clock is always an hour ahead for some reason. And that's because you haven't turned the clocks back. So I got to remember that. It's still an hour. Do you guys turn your clocks back at all over in Australia? Or to turn them ahead? Maybe that's when we'll catch up as far as that goes. Let's see, WICZ home. Let's see. Apologize, I didn't really have this set up last night. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Second biggest island city in Australia. Oh, you're a city island. Oh, really? Let me see. I gotta bring that up. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. We'll go here. I wonder if that shows up on the weather map here. Let's see. We had the weather, but I showed the weather map around the world. Let's go into Australia again. Let's see. And let's see Europe. see. Let me put that in there. Let's see. It's two Woba. Oh, it's a city in Australia. Oh, okay. And currently there it's 79 degrees, raining. And I got you on the Google. Oh, you're just west of Brisbane. Okay. Let me bring this up here. We'll show where Joanna lives. Let me bring that up here. Let's see. We got. Let's go to present, and we're going to see where Toowoomba is located at. Let's share it. More or less directly west of Brisbane. Yes, that's what I'm seeing as far as that goes. And let's see, do we have the map up? Oh no, I gotta press the push. I gotta press the. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's Australia. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in focus here. There we go. There's the great continent of Australia right there. And that little red pin dot, that's where Joanna is at. There's Australia, okay. And then we come in. And there's Tobian right there. Is a city in the Darling Downs region of southern Queensland, Australia. It's known as the Cobb and Company Museum with its, okay, that's a museum and stuff like that. So let's see. And then somebody, oh, we got bug. There's a box over in the corner, bug. So there it is, known as the Garden City. Okay, there it is. That's a good sized city. What's the population? Let's see. Ooh, we got hotels. Reasonable price for hotels. That's not a bad price. Oaks, Toowoomba Hotel, 115. The Platin International, 85. That's a good. Those are pretty good prices for. Let's see. There's a park. Some of the sights there of the city. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That's a nice park. I could see why it's known as the Garden City. Look at all the gardens. Wow, that's nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we got a little bit of a look at a little bit of Australia. Garden Central, there it is, right on the. Oh, very good. There we have it. Interesting, very interesting. Share a little bit of Toowoomba, Australia. That looks like a town I'd like to. I think the missus would like visiting there. As far as that goes, so let's see. What else do we have that I can present here of recent? Let's see. Local flower shop prepares for business of the year. That's because of. Oh, let's check in on a local. We were talking about Garden City. Let's check in on a local. This is a garden or a flower shop in Binghamton. Let's go ahead and present that. That'll be, because it's Valentine's Day, let's go ahead and present this as far as give you a little idea of the local businesses here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's go ahead and present it. And we'll move that there. Transition, and we will go ahead and start it. Here we go.
Prepping for the loveliest day of the year, a local downtown flower shop gets ready to feel the love this Valentine's Day. Fox 40's Mike White has the details.
Thanks, Brooke. Generelli's Flower and Gift Shop is a 75-year staple here in Binghamton, and owner Hector Hernandez says every year, Valentine's Day is one of the 2 busiest days at the store, next to Mother's Day. To get ready for the out-the-door lines this Wednesday, the Court Street location placed an order of over 2,000 roses, ranging from red, hot pink, and lavender.
We were more reds this year than last year, hoping to sell more, obviously. So as far as like numbers, it varies depending on what product we have, what's available, and what would be in season.
But it's not just roses that bring the customers in on Valentine's Day, as lilies and spring flowers are a fan favorite. And if you're looking for something a little sweet, Generelli's offers that too. Seeing hundreds of customers looking for combination gifts, candy and teddy bears are very popular as well to tie it all together.
That's how it's always based out. Someone might come in for a dozen roses only, and that's what they have in mind, and they might leave with, a box of chocolates, bears, candies, or a gift item. So it's pretty cool.
And if you are still looking to buy flowers for that special someone this Valentine's Day, you can visit Generelli's new flower and gift shop over on 8 Melody Lane in Conklin. But for now, I'll send it back to you at the desk, Brooke.
All right, so a lot of flower shops are big time business for them. Let's see. Like I said, me and the missus, we don't really get into the Valentine's. We were when we were dating, and first couple of years when we were married and stuff like that, and but not really that much into the scene there for as far as that goes. Ooh, this I'll have to get to that one. We'll do that one. Did I get the whale up? Let me get the whale up. WAAL, and let's see, we'll go with that for Google. Let's see, does this have a video? No, it doesn't. Let's see. Okay, this is something of interest, especially for older people. Oh, come on over, you say? I'd love to. I'm putting I gotta look at my card. Tuwoba. I know how to say it now. Just Tuwoba. I'm gonna put that on my list here. Joanne, I could say that would be a town. I'd fly into Sydney and I'd take the trip up to Tuwoba to spend some time there. That looks like I love the pictures. The pictures there look really, really great. Let's see. There's something that popped up here I'd like going over because I'm always concerned about this, especially me being an older person now. And I still have my scruples about me, but I know there's some people that are out there that they're subject to this and they don't really realize what they're doing as far as and that's phone scams. And let's see, get this. Let's refresh this. Yeah, phone. Beware of phone scams and stuff. Do they have phone scams in Australia? Do people call you up and try and get your money as far as that goes? But we get these warnings, and Yeah, I get we get spam calls. We don't pick up the phone. Our we have a an answering machine that indicates whether it's spam. It's a risky call, but let's see. Residents beware of scams posing as a sheriff detective. You know, they always talk. I had one saying, "Oh, this is." They alluded that they were the energy. Oh, you do, Joanne. Okay, you got to be careful. And there's some people that, oh, you need to send. This is the power company. You need to send $200 in gift cards to this address. To right there. That's the big red flag. They don't do that. Your power companies and stuff like that. But over the past 24 hours, the Broome County Sheriff's Office, that's over in Broome County, that's the next county over. Just because it says it's Broome County doesn't mean it's not happening here and across the state. It's received multiple reports from residents who are falling prey to the latest phone scam. Okay, so what does that entail? Let's see. Reportedly, scammers are calling residents posing as detectives or deputies of the Broome County Sheriff's Office. They don't do that shit. And informing them that they missed a court appearance. The Sheriff's Department, they don't do that. They're going to come right to your house and say, hey, here. They don't do the call bit. They threaten the victims with possibility of arrests, warrants, and fines of thousands of dollars. The most concerning part is the victim is told that they are being recorded and are advised not to speak with anyone else about the call. If the victim remains on the line, the scammers then request the victim's credit card information or other means of payment. Okay, so they're telling you you missed your court case. I haven't been charged with anything, or I haven't had my trial yet, so how can you fine me? In some cases, the victim's employee is also contacted as part of the scam. To avoid being victimized by scammers, Broome County residents and anybody is urged to never provide payment information on the phone to anyone claiming to be law enforcement. You gotta make sure who you're talking to is who you're talking to. The sheriff's office doesn't ask for credit card information or any other forms of payment, and that's common sense. It's common sense. Don't be fooled, warned Sheriff Fred Askar. He's a good sheriff. He's a good sheriff in Broome County. He said, if you believe you received a scam call, please contact the sheriff's office so you report. And that's what I did when I had my phone call. It was over a month ago. It was. They said that when I listened to the phone message, they said that give this number a call back and have your billing, your most current electric bill. No, we're on an ad break. I'll wait till we come down out of this ad break. We're on an ad break right now. Broadcast is still doing good. And I didn't realize we're in an ad break, so. $140, $147. Oh, scams are terrible. Okay, we're back after the ad break here. I think. Okay, ad's over with. Okay, but yeah, scams are terrible. But when the phone call I received and the recent scam call that I got, they wanted me to give them a call back because we didn't answer, so they left a message, and they said have your current electric bill with you, and then give this number a call back. There's some concerns concerning your bill, and I'm like, I have NYSEC, the New York State Electric and Gas Company. NYSEC is my power company, and So I said, you know what? I found the number to NISEC. I gave them a call and said, hey, you guys just gave me a call. And so I knew when I called them, I knew I was talking to NISEC because it had the number right on their webpage. And she says, well, yes. And I said, this is Rich Roberts here in Tioga County. And I got this call saying you guys wanted to hear my, give a call. It was a different number, but I figured I'd call right at this NISEC number. And she said, we didn't give you a call, Mr. Roberts. And I told her I told the person on the phone from NISEC, I said, this is what happened. And she said, well, no, you're one of like 5 or 6 calls that we've had in the last hour or so concerning that number. Don't do, that's not us. That's I says, oh, it's a scam. So these scammers are out there as far as that goes. But you should always call, in this case, it's pertaining to law enforcement. Give law enforcement a call. Did you guys really call me? Because then you know for sure that number goes to the Sheriff's Department. This isn't the first time that Broome County residents have received such scam calls. Similar scams have been reported over prior years, and here in Tioga County as well. It's important to remain vigilant and remember to quickly disconnect any suspicious calls. I don't even answer them. If you don't leave a message and I don't know you, I'm not answering that phone. I'm not giving you the satisfaction, so I win. When in doubt, people are urged to contact the agencies first or else report it to your law enforcement. So that's always good advice. And like Aussie Joanne says, scams are terrible. If you take part in them, and you got to be smart. It's common sense. Don't be a sucker and get sucked into a scam. When you don't answer that phone and you say, oh yeah, never mind, click, you're the winner. Because there's so many of them out there, but there's so many people that will still will get taken in on those scam calls. So let's see. So we got the scam calls from the Tioga County Sheriff's Department. Let's see, what else do we have over the Candlelight Vigil, home destroys. Let's see, do they have...
Afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Isi.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the fire that we had here locally here in Tioga County. Let me go ahead and bring this up, and let's see, how much time do we have? Okay, we got hour and 45. Let me present this. We had a fire. I blogged about this and posted it up on the Tioga Fire Protection and Fire Prevention blog. This is the fire. Let's see. And there it is. Okay, let's see what we got. Is that, yeah, that's squared. Okay, we're good there. Okay. And let's see what they have to say here.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Isi Cosmore. A house is a total loss after a fire in Tioga County early this morning. The Tioga Center Fire Chief says crews were called to the home at 3044 on New York 17C in Tioga Center around 3:15 for the second alarm fire. A section of 17C in Barton was shut down around 4 this morning when the fire broke out. The road reopened around 9:30. Tioga Center Fire says it took crews about an hour to knock down the flames. No injuries were reported. An investigation into the cause is still underway.
Come on, party time.
How does this Canadian racehorse...
So there we had a fire. That's the fire we had the other day. As far as it was right across the river in Tioga Center, and the house was an old house. There's some sketchy things concerning the fire, though, that as far as that goes. So that's why they always leave it. It's under investigation as far as that goes. And Oh, I forgot to show this picture. Oh, let me go back. Let me bring this back up here. Here's a picture of how the house. It didn't really. It showed you the after effects of the house. I got rid of that too quick. Let me bring this back up. This shows you a picture from Campville Fire Department as far as that goes. And let me bring this back up. That's how the house looked as far as that goes. Campville, they had multiple fire departments, but Campville Fire was dispatched mutual aid along with other fire companies. Active structural fire, Ladder 301 swiftly responded upon receiving the call and promptly engaged in combating the rage. And that's what it looked like the night before. So as far as I forgot to, and there's the fire crews as far as that goes. And such there that yeah, that it's real fortunate nobody was hurt, so that this is a good fire, even though it looks pretty bad, Joanne. That is awful, but once a fire gets going, the most important thing is get the people out of the fire. Let's see, 149.9. So yeah, there was nobody hurt. That's a good fire when nobody's hurt and stuff like that. It's basically what we would call when I was in the fire service, we call it a surround and drowned, as far as that goes. So, but they reported no injuries involved in the fire. The case is not yet been determined, but we're almost thinking there was some sketchy stuff going on in the house. I don't want to say what it was or what I heard and stuff like that, because it would be hearsay, because it is under investigation. But I just know that this house is familiar with some sketchy stuff going on, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But it is a relief that nobody was injured or anything like that. So that was a good thing as far as that goes, and such. That so what else? Let's see. So that's about it. That's about it on the news. I'm going to end the news portion on about that. We only got like 10 minutes, and I'm going to take it to 2 hours. And one last thing I'll talk about is I did some gaming yesterday, and the broadcast. Well, let me see if I can present that. Let me bring that up. I can bring that up. Let's see. Present. Twitter. Share. Let's check our Twitter feed. My Twitter feed up? No, I gotta bring it back up here. Okay. This is the game I was playing yesterday. This is the posting of my YouTube on my Twitter feed at Fireman Rich, and I love talking about this game. I'm going to talk about the gaming here the last 10 minutes and stuff. This is a great. I wonder if I can bring this up. Let me see if this will come up like this. No, I gotta. Let's see. So this is on the. What do we have for notification? Let's check on. Oh, we have Nino. Oh, Michael Bathurst. He. Good morning, Michael. Michael Bathurst at Michael Bathurst. He tagged us in a posting there on X/Twitter. Good morning, Michael. Thank you very much. And then our good friend. He liked the post that Michael and I mentioned in it, so I get to see Nino, Digital Cafe. He's a good guy too. I follow him. But getting back to my Twitter feed, this is or my X/Twitter at Fireman Rich. There's the fire I posted on the Tioga radio, blog page as far as that goes, the fire. But yesterday I did some gaming, and yesterday I ended up was able to get a number second finish in the PUBG Battlegrounds. It's a game I play. It's a fun game, and I enjoy it. And let me see, can I? It'll be interesting. Let me see if I can do this. Just show you a little bit of the game. Let's see if I can share my YouTube channel. Let's see, is that up? Showered and shaved. I just showered and did the morning dishes and took out the trash. So I'm good to play for at least an hour. So this is me playing yesterday. I broadcast on Twitch. This is the replay that I posted over on YouTube. But this gives you an idea of what the game looks like. Let me show you where we're at here. This is my profile right here. As far as
we need uniformity.
I am all the way on the south side of the roof. I'm south side of the...
Let me get it there. Let me get to the... Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go. First game of the morning. This is the actual gameplay. We parachute in. Well, this is interesting. This is the first time I presented a YouTube. So we're going in to get the loot. You got to get your gun and whatever you can get very quickly. But this is a very, very interesting game in the aspect that it challenges you. It's realistic. It's just, it's very. I play PUBG. I used to play PUBG. Oh, I haven't given up on it, but I haven't played it recently. PUBG Mobile, you play on your little device. This is on the PC. And so you got a character, you drop in, you get your loot, and there's the map. You got that little circle you have to run to before the blue cloud comes in, the blue zone. If you're in the blue zone, once it shrinks into towards the circle, you don't survive. So it's a matter of survival basically. And this is a particular game. This is one of like 3 or 4 games that I ended up getting to number 2 out of 100 players. I almost got this guy at the end. You can already see from the map the circle collapsed. So we have, and here's the commentator from me on the broadcast. It says 2 minutes and 46 seconds before the circle starts going into a process of collapsing. So we got to get some more supplies and loot a little bit more and find a car and boogie over to the circle. So there's a lot involved in this game, and like I said, it is a fun game to play, and I really enjoy it as far as that goes. It looks pretty good. I mean, presenting to YouTube, that's pretty neat. I like that. That's But that's me playing the game yesterday, and as far as going through it, and I'll probably play again today. I had 2 good games, and like I said, this game I want to highlight because I ended up getting a number 2 finish. Let me see if I can bring it towards a. Let's see, looks. It's a fun game. There's one guy, Joanna, that on PUBG Mobile. This is the PC. This is for the PC, but PUBG Mobile is similar to it. There's an Australian called the Bushka. If you go on my Twitter page, if you go down on the bottom, you see the Bushka. He's an Australian that plays, and he is fun to watch. So check out at the bottom of my Twitch page, I should say. At the bottom of the Twitch page, I got Tony D there. All these people I recommend. The one guy, it's a sort of a cartoonish of his picture. He's called the Bushka. He's an Australian. I'm not sure what part of Australia he's from, but he's a great player. I really recommend it. If you don't want to play the game, but you want to see how the game is played by an expert, watch his videos. They're fantastic. He is a riot. I love him. He broadcasts every Thursday, Sunday nights, and stuff like that. But his replays on YouTube are good. That's why I highlight him down on the bottom of my, as far as my recommended people to watch. He's a great guy. Check him out. He is. I've talked to him a couple times there on the Twitch live broadcast that he does. I don't think I could play with him because he is way out of my league. He is up in the pro level. I'm just barely an amateur playing this game, but he plays it. I don't think he plays the PC version. He's strictly on the mobile, but very, very good player. I can't say enough. And he's a riot to listen to too. He is very good. I don't know what he does in his real life, but he is a fantastic player, and I enjoy the hell out of playing this. It's really fun to play and very challenging. You have to exert patience. You can't go right into battle and stuff, because if I did that, I would get whacked. I lasted 22 minutes. If you last at least 22 minutes, you're going to finish in the top 10. And that's the whole thing, is not to, I don't even go out and engage. There's people that are out, the pros that are in this game wandering around looking for people. I'm an easy mark, so I try and keep as a low profile. That's my whole strategy in this game and stuff, and it is fun as far as that goes. So I got a chance to present that. That's pretty cool. I was able to do that here on the broadcast. That's cool. Okay. All right. So I think we're at the 2-hour mark now. So yeah, lots of laughing. Yeah. Oh, hang on for a minute. Okay. I'm finishing up here now and stuff. Just conversing with the missus on what we're doing today and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Okay. So she's gonna go to the Walmart today as far as that goes. So, but okay, and it's still playing up on the big screen. I'm getting used to it. I like presenting over here. It's pretty interesting to be able to share things with you here on the Twitch and stuff, and you can still see it. It's going in the background there on the big screen as far as on Twitch. All right, folks, we're at the 2-hour mark, and I want to say we haven't heard back from Helen, so I hope Helen's all right. She went to take the trash out. We're gonna have to check it, but we're gonna go ahead and exit stage left here, and I want to say thank you to Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, for being here. Thank you to the real Ted Hicks, coming in from well, he's in the city right now. He's from Long Island, but he works in the New York City. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl. She's over there talking to Mel Mas. He's broadcasting right now over on Twitch. And I want to say thank you to Thamer for being here from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Of course, thank you, Helen, Lady Leg 01. She said she was going to come back. She didn't come back. She took the trash out. I hope she's doing okay. let's see, moving down the list. I want to say thank you. Fantastic first-time chatter, Mar, 1991, from Germany. Thank you for coming in from Germany. And let's see, who else do we have? We had Tina, I said that our Jersey girl, Thammer, Mar, and then, of course, coming in towards the end there, our Australian gal, Aussie Joanna. Thank you, Joanna, for being here. You say have a great day. You have a great day as well, and the best to your family, Joanne. You have well, you go to bed. Go to bed, girl. It's late there in Australia. By the time I get done at lunchtime here, it'll be already the next day. You're going into the future there in Australia. You're way ahead of us by like 12 hours. So thank you, Joanna, for being here. You have a great one. And as far as that goes, and I'm in bed. Okay. All right. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Okay. Thank you for being here, Joanne. Greatly appreciate. We shared a little bit of what's the town there? Toowoomba, the Garden City of Australia. Thank you very much. That was a nice place. That looks like a nice place. I can't get over usually when you look overseas and you go and travel and you look at the hotel price, those are reasonable hotel prices, I thought. All right, folks, this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, at Fireman Rich over there on X/Twitter. Where the hell else am I? Truth Social, Instagram Threads, Blue Sky, and on the Facebook, it's the real Fireman Rich. At Fireman Rich on the real Facebook as far as that goes. So again, bye to you, Joanne. And it is. Okay, yes it is. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again, all in the chat. Greatly appreciated. Means a lot. Ciao for now.